you to Mr. Speaker to the bill. Live every day like it's your last day because it just could be. A statement I heard in church from the seasoned members while growing up, and it puts things in perspective on what's important to me. My faith, my family, and this job in that order. My baby girl's about to be 5, and she's the apple of my eye. When she was 2, I found myself in the hospital in excruciating pain. Pain that I wish on no one, even those who treat me as if I'm their enemy. Once I came out the hospital, I learned that people go through that same pain that I went through on a daily basis. I'm thankful that my pain was temporary, not terminal, but it could have been. But in this stage of my life, I can only imagine. And I am so thankful to God that I can only imagine. But there are Illinoisans who currently, and unfortunately, there'll be future Illinoisans who can't imagine what it feels like to have a terminal diagnosis. I remember the moments of relief during my time of extreme agony. I felt relief when I passed out from the pain in the ER, which my wife told me happened after the fact, and I felt relief when I woke up when they cut me open and fixed the problem. There are people who only feel better when their body shuts down. This is daily, in perpetuity. I can only imagine. Even those of us who have loved ones who have received terminal diagnoses, you are closer to the experience, but you yet can only imagine as well. But what I can imagine is the mental turmoil of such a diagnosis. I needed to seek out therapy after my curable diagnosis. Depression, anxiety, the thoughts that went through my head were dark. A lot of us can imagine having dark thoughts. With those dark thoughts, this bill has many safeguards in place where I will not qualify for medical aid in dying. Many safeguards. To quote the bill, you must have a sound mind. Any doubt from a medical professional that you do not have a sound mind, then you do not qualify. Let the record reflect. I'm a public official who represents a great many of people with many religions, and I believe in the miraculous healing power of Jesus Christ. I truly believe that cancer is a killer, but God is a healer. I've personally witnessed Miss Nylene from my church receive a terminal diagnosis of 6 months in '98, and she lived until 2021. I've heard testimonies similar to that throughout my life. After my illness, I value life even the more. Life is sacred, but death is sacred too. The sanctity of life includes the sanctity of death. This bill allows, if one chooses by themselves, for someone with a terminal diagnosis to have a dignified death, a decision between the patient, their physician, and their God. It is not our decision as government officials to get in the way of that. At the end, each of us must work out our own soul salvation with due reverence. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.